Welcome everyone. Welcome my friends and family of Esol second batch to the journey actually, by the way. Thank you all for making your journey with us to know the Gothic elements in Wuthering Heights. Actually, maybe we are boarding on a journey to know the Gothic elements in Wuthering Heights. Maybe our journey is going to end. It has an end. But the novel has and had too much impact upon people because of having Gothic elements in it. And you must understand the importance of Gothic elements here. So how Emily Bronte decorated his novel with Gothic elements. It has an end because we will end the presentation after 8 minutes. But the impact the novel has because of Gothic elements will never end. And as far as I can correspond, this novel will keep putting its impact upon people till the end of the earth. Thanks again for making your journey with us. We are boarding on the next station of the train, by the way. If you want to know the Gothic elements in Wuthering Heights, then at first you must know what Gothic actually means. Gothic is what creates feelings, actually feelings of what? Feelings of mystery, gloom and suspense. It crosses borders, it crosses the daylight and dark, it crosses the life and death, it crosses again the border up to the end. So it crosses consciousness and unconsciousness also. So sometimes covertly, sometimes explicitly, what presents transgressions, taboos, and fears of imprisonment, fears of violence. Another thing, the fears of social chaos, the fears of emotional chaos. So let's move on. We'll come to this point later. By the way, the title of Wuthering Heights itself is Gothic. Wuthering Heights means stormy, windy, blown up. So the title itself is Gothic. What indicates the weather or the settings, somehow it manages to correlate. And you know what is utterly surprising? The most surprising thing is Emily Bronte flooded the novel with Gothic elements, with Gothic resources, just to create an ambling emotional sense to put upon you. And actually, such a masterpiece has the right to target the reader's heartstrings directly. By the way, what are the existing Gothic elements in Wuthering Heights? We must elucidate upon that, most importantly, because these are the things we're discussing today. So it's most important thing, I believe. Mostly we have found around 7 or 8 elements in Wuthering Heights. At first we should talk about revenge. Revenge. In Wuthering Heights we found revenge in the dominant manner. The protagonist, Heathcliff, actually Gothic fiction works to put the revenge in the light. So and the protagonist, Heathcliff, practically lives in a revengeful state, But the idea of vengeance for Heathcliff was actually arised from his childhood, and because of the behavior of Hindley. He was provoked by Hindley. And violence, we found more than 8 or 9 places where violence goes extreme. By the way, as I have time limitation, I might not go hand in hand with every single details. So I'm just skipping violence because my friend will go in details with that. And at a certain time, madness goes extreme. Heathcliff meddled with the corpse of Cathy, so isn't that madness? The supernatural things also worked. Cathy's ghost haunted, Hindley gave us a clue of necromancy. We all know about necromancy, but it is one of the important things in Gothic to find out the Gothic elements. And thank you, Mama. I will just run a minute. But superstition and paranormal things words. In addition to the superstition, there are also death and decay word, because throughout the novel, the character continued to die off one by one. I had many things to say with settings, but I think I will take it after my friend's name. A villain hero, a Byronic hero. I should put the light in it, because the Gothic fiction works for the embodiment of a Byronic hero, of a villain hero, and Heathcliff actually did that quite very well, because his past was troubled. He had a mysterious origin. So he is a villain hero. We must recognize that. But at the end, I just want to quote one thing to face the mystery. That say that being surrounded by the moors and having stormy weathers exudes a very mysterious facet of the novel. There is a quote.
You are 1 minute up.
Thank you. I think my friend will take over the rest. By the way, thanks for giving me the platform over ID9. Thanks for making your journey with us, people. We had two tragedies to discuss, but very unfortunately we missed it for the time. So thanks for making your journey with us. I hope people